Okay, let's see how fast I can do this. Short version is a lot of the ideas behind this video were explained in the previous one, but I wanted to make this one really fast. Um, the game is not very profitable. We found out. We overall have put about $100,000 into the game, and it's made about $30,000. It costs money to keep running. We think that this new feature of user-created campaigns has a possibility to create a situation where the players are involved in creating new content and then attracting people to it. But as far as the amount of time that we've put into this game, the classic pattern was like we put time into a feature and then the number of players stayed the same. And on the other hand, whenever we've set up a situation like if you do this, you get this in return, you guys have always really impressed us. So I think there's a real possibility that this works out. Ideally, so to start, ideally within the next month, we'll see. But number one, we get the second campaign with the remaining 3 regions out. Fix bugs in Sentinels, obviously. We knew there would be bugs, so thanks for reporting them. You get a feel for Sentinels and like what it feels like to be fun, for this mode to be fun, why there's multiple difficulties, what you unlock, and how hard they are. We can adjust the difficulty there. Blast can help with that. And then a couple features by the end of this period of ideally about a month. Number one is that we make it so that you can make your own Google Sheet, so you can make your own custom campaigns. And then number two is that we have a publicly available graph of our daily active users, and then there's sort of stretch goals that unlock as we get more people playing. So without further ado, if we have a week where the average for that week is 50 daily active users, that means like, if every day we had 50 users that week, then this is the 50. So for 50, we get Plush Baluk in the store. It's kind of a joke one because we always we basically always have between 50 and 150 daily active users. At 75, if at a week with an average of 75 daily active users, the second campaign releases. We're kind of counting on that happening, so we're working on it already, obviously. At 100, players get access to the recruit and retire keywords. At 150, we make a proof of concept, very simple, straightforward version of the new player campaign gallery. So that shows up when you've just made an account, and probably every time you log in. Because logging in isn't that much of a pain anymore, because if you have a Steam account, which everybody who plays does, you just click the make an account based on my Steam account button. So it's just one click. It's not as bad as it used to be. So that shows up, and there's like 9 campaigns. And then we, for a while, will curate which ones show up there, but eventually there will be more features related to that. 200 custom recruit card pool. So there's another tab in the sheet that you're editing that has all of the cards that people can get in Commune and recruit and that sort of thing. So that allows you more to make a campaign where you have total control over every aspect of it. 300 custom campaign heroes and custom starting decks. Same point. 400 additional features for the new player campaign gallery. We don't know what these will be, but some ideas we had were so legally we can say like, have you played Hearthstone before? Well, maybe you'd like these campaigns. Or have you, what are your interests? I don't know. How old are you? Something like that. There's like features that we can do like that. And then being able to see like what things people click on the most, how long people stay in the game based on which campaigns they've played. Maybe there's one campaign where people play it and they're like, not that many people click on it, but everybody's like, wow, this is really fun, and they play it for like 5 hours or something like that, data like that, making that publicly available. Those are some ideas. We don't know what the 1 to 400 is going to be, but it's basically, based on what seems like it'll be the most useful for the goal of letting you guys grow the game along with us, basically. 500 custom hero actives. It's another one of these features around making it so that you can make the campaign whatever you want. 700, you can upload a PNG, and then that replaces the board. 850 custom campaign map, same thing. The PNGs for those are like huge. They're like 5,000 by 6,000 or something. 1,000 custom tablets. This one, you can upload images for the tablets. This one is also like, we'll have to redo how we do tablets. That's why it's like 1,000. Then 1,500 to 2,000. At that point, if we have a week where there's like the average daily user count is 1,500 to 2,000, then that's when the numbers are good enough that we can consider spending more money on it. And here's the negatives. If we go for a month, not a week, okay, right, a month. If we go for a month without growth of either 25% or 500 daily active users, whichever's lower, the easier one, then we have to shut it down. Not that bad, especially in the beginning, because, if we have like 75 daily active users, and then all we need to do is make it so that a month later, it's at like 100, it's like at 100, it's not that hard. Yeah, that's it. Wow, this is a lot faster than the last time I recorded this. Okay, that's the broad strokes thing. That's the idea. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. The daily active users graph is not available yet, but I'll be working on that in the next week or so. And yeah, thanks for listening. I don't know. That's the plan. Like I said, when we've given you guys clear explanation of why we want you guys to do something, not just in the weekly things, but I don't know, these fun design competitions, or making art for the joke cards, or community commentary, or all kinds of stuff, the realm stuff. It's just whenever we set things up in the right way so that it's really clear what the rewards are going to be, you guys always blow us away. So I don't know, I'm pretty hopeful about this, but I think the other thing to keep in mind is just that the thing this will require is for people to be thinking, okay, I don't know, everybody has one friend that they could show collective and show the content, and then they say, oh, I like this part, I didn't like this part. Come into the Discord, talk about it, and say, I think that we really need something like this. There's not a funny campaign yet. Or the funny campaign isn't funny enough, or the grimdark badass campaign the events don't explain their lore well enough for my friend who really likes that sort of thing. That's really the challenge now, is that we all have to kind of become game designers. And none of us were going into this, and I'm not particularly talented at that, as you can tell. That's why we're trying to get you guys to do it, because nobody's smarter than the internet as a whole, right? Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Try to keep this one short, relatively, and yeah, excited to see what you guys do.